Your heating bill in January could be double what you paid last year. And if you think that's the worst news, wait until you hear about the ice storm damage insurance won't cover. What if the warmest Christmas in decades sets up the costliest January for American families since the polar vortex of 2014? And what if making 3 decisions this week saves you thousands of dollars next month? In 30 seconds, I'll show you the exact cost breakdown of a 50-degree temperature swing, which insurance claims get denied during ice storms, and the financial survival strategy that protects your family budget through January. Here's your financial reality check. Heating costs spike 30 to 50% during sustained Arctic cold. Average family spending $200 monthly on winter heat faces $300 to $400 January bills. Ice storm power outage spoils $400 of refrigerated food. Frozen pipe burst costs $3,000 to $8,000 repair. One bad travel decision during ice equals potential $1,200 stranding, cost plus accident risk. Total unplanned January expense without preparation, $5,000 to $10,000. California is experiencing 10 to 15 inches of rain in 72 hours right now. The economic impact from flooding exceeds $2 billion for one atmospheric river event. Insurance deductibles apply. Many flood policies have $5,000 to $10,000 deductibles. Higher elevations getting 5 to 10 feet of snow. That's infrastructure damage, business closures, supply chain disruption. The economic cascade from one extreme weather event spreads nationally within days. But the bigger financial story is what's coming for the eastern United States. Record warmth Christmas week followed by Arctic blast and ice storms creates perfect financial storm for unprepared families. Warm Christmas means people don't think about winter preparation. Then, extreme cold and ice hit simultaneously when everyone realizes they needed to prepare. Prices spike, availability drops, panic buying creates artificial shortages. Smart families prepare before the crowd. That's this week. Before Christmas, warmth makes everyone complacent. Before the transition begins, Friday, December 27th. Before ice, potential Saturday creates chaos. At minute 5, I'll reveal the insurance fine print about ice storm claims that agents don't emphasize but you desperately need to know. The immediate timeline with financial implications at each stage. Sunday through Wednesday, warm weather reduces heating costs. Enjoy the savings but don't spend them. They're temporary. January will extract payment with interest. Thursday, December 26th, warmth persists. Last chance for easy shopping before transition. Stock up while stores are calm and prices are normal. Friday, December 27th, Battleground Day. Ice storm potential begins. If you haven't prepared by now, you're paying premium prices for whatever remains on shelves. Generator prices double during power outages. Hotel rooms near ice zones sell out or triple rates. Saturday, December 28th, full transition. Arctic cold arrives. Emergency service callouts spike. Plumber visit for frozen pipe that could have been prevented. $250 emergency rate just for showing up, before any actual work. Battery jumpstart service, $100. Towing from ditch after ice accident, $250 to $400. Sunday, December 29th through Tuesday, December 31st, extreme cold settles. Heating systems run continuously, electric bills accumulate, natural gas prices spike with high demand, vehicle batteries fail. Emergency services are overwhelmed. Response times stretch to hours. The 5-minute insurance revelation, what's covered versus what you'll pay. Homeowners insurance covers ice damage to roof from weight, but there's a deductible, typically $1,000 to $2,500. Small ice damage under deductible, you pay everything. Ice dam causing water damage inside home? Covered, minus deductible. But if insurance determines you didn't properly maintain gutters, claim can be denied. Maintenance neglect voids coverage. Frozen pipe burst? Covered if you took reasonable precautions. Not covered if house was unheated and you didn't winterize. The adjuster asks, did you let faucets drip? Did you insulate pipes? Did you maintain minimum heat? Answer no to any. Claim denied. Power outage causing food spoilage? Only covered if you have specific endorsement. Standard homeowners policy doesn't cover this. The endorsement costs $50 to $100 annually. Without it, you eat the loss, literally. Auto insurance and ice storms. Comprehensive coverage handles ice damage to parked vehicle. Collision handles accidents while driving. But if you're at fault in accident, your rates increase 20 to 40% for 3 to 5 years. That's $600 to $2,000 long-term cost from one ice driving mistake. Here's the strategy that prevents financial disaster. Spend $200 this week on preparation, save $5,000 in January. Item 1. Pipe insulation and heat tape, $50 to $80. Prevents frozen pipe disaster costing thousands. Item 2. Emergency food and water. $60 to $80 for 3-day supply. Prevents having to venture out during ice storm for groceries. Prevents spoilage-driven emergency restaurant meals at $40 to $60 per family meal. Item 3. Portable phone chargers and batteries, $30 to $50. Maintains communication during power outage. Prevents inability to call for help during emergency. Item 4. Vehicle battery test and possible replacement, $0 to $120. Prevents emergency replacement in extreme cold at $180 plus service call. Item 5. Furnace filter change and basic HVAC check, $20 to $40. Prevents mid-cold snap failure requiring emergency service at $300 plus. Total investment, $200 maximum. Potential savings, $5,000 minimum. The math is obvious, but most families don't do this math until after disaster strikes. Proverbs 21 verse 5 says, "The plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty." Financial preparation during calm prevents poverty during crisis. The best part at 320, understanding which January expenses are avoidable versus unavoidable. Unavoidable. Heating costs during extreme cold. You must heat your home. Budget for this. Review past 5 years of January utility bills. Find the highest bill. Budget that amount for this January. If it comes in lower, you have cushion. If it matches, you're prepared. Avoidable. Emergency service calls from lack of preparation. Frozen pipes, dead batteries, heating failures, all preventable with proactive maintenance. Unavoidable. Food and essential supplies. You must eat. But buying before panic buying starts saves 30 to 50% versus buying during crisis. Avoidable. Travel accidents from poor timing decisions. Ice storm day travel is choice. Delaying 1 day costs minimal. Accident costs massive. Unavoidable. Insurance deductibles if damage occurs despite preparation. But preparation reduces probability damage occurs. The financial framework. Minimize unavoidable costs, eliminate avoidable costs, buffer for unexpected. Don't miss this section on January budget protection strategies. Strategy 1. Front-load January expenses into December. Buy non-perishables now while prices are normal. Stock pantry before New Year when resupply might be difficult. Strategy 2. Delay non-essential January purchases to February. If January brings extreme cold and high heating bills, defer discretionary spending until February when pattern hopefully moderates. Strategy 3. Emergency fund priority. If you don't have emergency savings, this pattern demonstrates why you need them. Start building even if small. $50 per paycheck becomes $1,200 annually. That buffer prevents crisis. Strategy 4. Insurance review now. Before claim season, understand your deductibles. Know what's covered. Purchase missing endorsements while you can still get them. After ice storm starts, you can't add coverage. Strategy 5. Community resource sharing. Know which neighbors have generators, who has wood-burning fireplace, who has four-wheel drive for emergencies. These connections are free insurance through mutual aid. Romans 12 verse 13 says, "Share with the Lord's people who are in need. Practice hospitality." Financial preparation enables helping others during crisis instead of being burdened. Tomorrow, I'm releasing the Business Financial Survival Guide. How small businesses maintain cash flow during winter disruption. How freelancers protect income. How to communicate with clients about weather delays. Day after tomorrow, the agricultural and infrastructure cost analysis. What sustained January cold does to crops, pipes, roads, bridges. How these costs cascade to consumer prices in February and March. You're getting complete financial framework for extreme weather, not just meteorology. The pattern is extraordinary from weather perspective. It's also extraordinary from economic perspective. Warmth followed by Arctic blast followed by sustained cold creates cascading financial pressures on families, businesses, and infrastructure. You came seeking weather forecast. You're leaving with financial survival strategy for pattern that could impact household budgets for months. Tonight, execute the $200 preparation spend. Pipe protection, emergency supplies, phone chargers, battery check, HVAC maintenance. This isn't expense, it's investment preventing $5,000 loss. Tomorrow, we layer business and income protection strategies, how to maintain productivity during extreme weather, how to prevent revenue loss. Share this financial lens with people needing it. Friends on tight budgets, small business owners, church members on fixed incomes. Financial preparation is accessible to everyone with planning. The extreme pattern is coming. $200 and 2 hours this week determines whether your family faces financial crisis or manageable inconvenience in January. Make the investment. Protect your budget. Navigate the extreme with financial resilience. God bless your stewardship. See you tomorrow for Business Survival Strategies.